This is the P3C2 Orion of the Royal Netherlands Navy, with its magnetic anomaly detector, Mad Sting, sticking out of the back of the aircraft. This is the RAF's version of the same thing, the jet-powered Nimrod, in fact shortly due to be replaced. And the decision has been made that it will not be replaced by a P3 Orion, but by another new model of the Nimrod. Gavin's been to a Nimrod station to see the aircraft in operational service.
The Nimrod is loaded with equipment to assist its primary role of detecting submarines. This is what's known as the BOS pod, for dispensing chaff and flares. It's connected to this sensor, which detects incoming missiles. On the wingtips, the ESM pods, electronic support measures for detecting enemy radar. Under the right wing, the aircraft's Sandpiper infrared detection system. The tubes near the tail are for dropping sonar buoys, which send radio signals back to the aircraft. The Nimrod is not always a comfortable aircraft. Indeed, it has a reputation for causing air sickness. But despite its age, the crews have a lot of respect for it. The Nimrod has another important role in search and rescue. But last year, one crew had to be rescued themselves. At Fairford, they were reunited with the crew of an RAF Sea-King helicopter, which winched them from the North Sea. The Nimrod had turned back to Lossiemouth with a fire in its number 4 engine, but the pilot was forced to ditch.
The reports that were coming to me of the wing on fire, melting, panels blowing off the wing, etc., and my own experience of feeling the aircraft shudder and a major explosion deep within the aircraft, I believe that the aircraft was either going to blow up in the air, or B, I would lose control of it on the way down. Hence my decision to ditch the aircraft. We seem to go down and down and down, and the horizon, I've flown low over the sea before, but not that low. And the horizon seems suddenly to go way, way above us. And then when we finally impacted, we hit tail first, because we were flapless. We bounced a couple of times, and the noise, I think, was the feature that will live with me forever. The sound of metal tearing and glass breaking, although none of the panels in the flight deck actually broke. It seemed to go on for forever, but suddenly it stopped. The aircraft came to a rest, and the noise stopped, and that was the big feature. I looked behind, Dave Rimmer, the engineer, was moving. I looked across at Pat, the co-pilot, and he was starting to get out of his seat. And at that stage, I thought, well, at least 3 of us have made it.
I've got to admit, it was a lot lower in the sky than I thought it would be. I would estimate it was probably about 200 feet at the time when I saw it, and there was a massive fire on the right-hand side with smoke trailing behind it. And shortly after that, I heard on the radio the call, ditching, ditching, ditching. And when it went down, to be honest, I thought we were going to see perhaps bits of wreckage. But lo and behold, there was this Nimrod sitting bobbing on the water. So it's probably about 2 minutes after they hit the water that I came alongside. And I think they just all get in the dinghy and will start to move away. I was quite prepared to put the winchman in immediately, but Art's crew waved me away, which I thought at the time, a bit rude, I've come to rescue them.
I wouldn't say wave. Bob and I know what we mean by waved away, but we indicated that it wasn't a good idea at that stage to come in, and she was pushing us back onto the fuselage.
It wasn't until my winchman was put into the dinghy, he very quickly radioed back that all 7 was safe and well. And it certainly took some of the pressure off us.
For his outstanding airmanship, Art Stacey was awarded the AFC. He's still flying the Nimrod.